Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, old people, I guess, if you watch this. This is Shadow bringing you a UU match against a guy named ThunderBlunder777. Just ThunderBlunder, just 7 3 times, if you want to say that. Uh, Now, what I thought is that I can lead off with my Crocodile. Uh, Basically not predicting anything. I thought that I could really just lead with it because, mainly because Crocodile is scarfed and I can take on whatever it wants to go with. Just in case if it wants to go into Victini, then I can pretty much just, hit it hard. But he's going to go into Raikou and then switch out into his Bronzong, and I could have pursued it and just got some damage on it, but I just wanted to go with the obvious Earthquake, basically because I don't know what he wanted to do. Maybe he would predict me to not go with the Earthquake or something. I don't know. But he's just going to set up Stealth Rocks with his Bronzong, and I'm going to set up my own Stealth Rocks. Now, he brings in Victini. I'm not really too scared of this thing, mainly because right now I don't really see it as too big of a threat because I do have 2 Scarfers on my team. And basically one Scarfer is the super effective type of both of its stabs, so yeah, so basically I don't really fear this thing too much so long as I have Crocodile and Rose Raid. But he's just gonna go into Bronzong and again trick me the with the Levitate and the Earthquake and everything. I probably should have seen that coming, mainly because this is the only thing that could pretty much wall my Bronzong. But I'm not really complaining. So I'm just gonna go with the Hidden Power Ice. Now I know what you're thinking. Hidden Power Ice really doesn't make any sense in this situation, and I'm like, I know this. Well, mainly because I thought that he would. Well, here's my train of thought. I thought one time he's just gonna switch out and go into something, and then I'll catch it off guard, so that will let him. So that will pretty much let him know that I'm not really doing anything right now. So I'm just gonna stay in as he just keeps going for toxic, and it kind of doesn't matter to me because I can't really hit it for super effective damage, and then that's pretty much it. The only thing that I really have to hit it is his Bronzong with Gyro Ball and Hidden Power. I can't hit it with Earthquake, as you already saw before. But he's going to go into Suicune. I think I still go with the Hidden Power Ice, thinking I might want to stay in. Yeah, I think I do. Hold on. Oh, no, I predicted that one with the Earthquake. Oh, okay, so I lied to you guys. I probably should have seen that coming more often. I really don't remember this match. The only thing I remember is the Suicune. Now, later in the game, this thing becomes the biggest threat of them all. I was like, you know what, the Suicune isn't too much of a big deal to me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out into my Porygon 2, because Porygon 2 pretty much walls it, and then I can basically just go with the Toxic, basically, to wear it down. Now, here's the part which kind of got me a little bit scared. He actually just goes with the Calm Mind, which I never saw coming. Well, most Suicunes carry Calm Mind all the time, so I don't know what I'm saying. Uh, I just didn't think that it was anything really important. I never really face up against Suicunes really too often, but this Suicune happens to be a Crocoon. Now, the way how I know, just in case if you're not familiar with the Crocoon settings, it usually has max attack, probably actually not max attack, probably max defense, uh and max HP with Calm Mind, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Scald. So that's basically the set that a Crocoon has. And the reason how I for surely know that it was a Crocoon is because he stays in and keeps going for Calm Minds when I just Toxiced him. So that really lets me know that he's packing the rest. So I can't really do anything to this thing other than discharge, but discharge doesn't do anything. I mean, look at that damage. It's like nothing. But it's whatever. Because, well, actually, it's not whatever. This thing is basically just going to sweep my entire team if I don't do something right away. But here, I'm actually just going to speed this part up because well, it was annoying, and I didn't really feel like narrating while he's setting up on me. And so, realizing that I can't really do anything, what I should have done was on the predicted rest, I should have went into my Rosary, but instead, I'm just doing a lot of stuff, letting stuff die for like no reason. So I go into Arcanine, which is pretty much a bad choice. Don't try this at home, kids. But because I have the Wild Charge, I'm able to hit him for super effective damage, and that only does like 1/3. So that's not really that much. It's like a 3-hit KO if he doesn't get up rest, but he's gonna get up rest before I can 3-hit KO him. So that's the thing of it. And he's just gonna kill me off here with the Scald. Now what I thought is that I could just go into Crocodile and basically just go with the Earthquake and try to finish him off from there. But I actually don't. And so he ends up getting a rest, and this gets really, really freaking annoying. It really gets annoying. I can't tell you how much I never fought up against a Crocoon, so sue me. And I don't have one really. I need to get one of these, seeing how well this set is. But he's just gonna rest up again. And again, this is already getting annoying, and this is like a 4-hit KO with the Earthquake, so I can't really do anything to it. The only good part about this whole situation is that he keeps getting Calm Mind and Rest, so that's the only good part about this. But I'm just going to go for the Earthquake right here. What I should have done was went into Rose Raid, thinking that he might want to Scald, but instead I let my Crocodile die, and I just lost my Scarfer. That was probably the key to Victini, and then I go with the Leaf Storm. Now, he probably saw the Leaf Storm coming and probably didn't want to, and probably didn't rest up because he thought that it was going to kill him from that range, but it doesn't, leaves him with a little bit of health, and he ends up going with the Scald. Now, since Weavile is in the field right now, I can't really do anything to Weavile with my Rose Raid, and I don't really feel like taking an Ice Punch or whatever it wants to go with. So, I'm just going to go into Bronzong because Bronzong seems like the pretty good wall against it if it wants to go for any Ice-type moves. And even his Dark-type moves really won't hurt me too much. But he goes with the Night Slash, predicting me to switch out into something. I don't know what he predicted me to switch out to, but he knows that I would not want to stay in. But he gets a freaking crit. Are you serious? Are you serious? He gets a critical hit on my Bronzong that I could have used up against his next Bronzong. And right now, this Weavile is a threat because I'm locked. Well, not really locked, but I can't really do anything to it now. The best thing that I could have done was that Night Slash probably would have been a 3-hit KO, seeing that without the crit. And then on the second Night Slash, I would have just went with a Gyro Ball, but because he got a critical hit, I don't get to do that. And since now, I bet you guys are thinking like, why do I have a Blastoise with Aqua Jet and I didn't Rapid Spin? The reason behind that is because this is a Choice Banded Blastoise. Nobody really uses it, so nobody really expects it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to switch out here, knowing that an Aqua Jet will not kill it from that range, but it probably would have if I would have gotten, sorry, something was in my mouth. It probably would have if I gotten the Pursuit on the first turn, but because I didn't, you know, stuff happened, so can't really do too much about it. But yeah, so now he's just gonna go with the Volt Switch and just switch on right out of there. I think he goes into his Victini. So far, he has like 3 Pokemon, I think. 3 Pokemon left. He has Bronzong, Victini, and this thing. So I can't really do anything to it, so the best thing that I could do is try to Toxic it. But since he brought in this, I don't really have anything to really take a Toxic, but just in case he predicts me to go out into Roserade just to take the Toxic, I'm gonna go with the Blastoise just to take the Gyro Ball. But no, he just goes with the Toxic because right now he kind of sees Porygon 2 as a valuable threat to his team. So basically, I kind of wasted some Pokemon for like no reason. Basically just to kill the Suicune when all I could have done was really just brought in the Rose Raid. But that's what happens when the pressure is applied on your side of the field. But whatever. I'm just going to go with the Choice Banded Waterfall. See how much that does. And this is Stab. I am Adamant Nature because I have Aqua Jet, it really doesn't matter if I was adamant or jolly, but he just lives with a sliver of health. That's good and bad at the same time, which means that he can't bring this back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back into Porygon 2 and basically take, well, anything that he really wants to go with. So that's kind of what I do. And he goes with the Volt Switch and just switch right on out of there. I know that if I can defeat the rest of his Pokemon like Victini and Bronzong, then I know that I can pretty much win this battle because Raikou is no longer a threat after it switches out. So what he probably should have done was stayed and probably went with the Thunderbolt, just killing something off. But no, he just wanted to stay in. But since Victini is choiced, I really don't have too much to worry about. So he's just gonna go into just gonna go with the Fusion Bolt. What I should have done here was I should have went into my Rose Raid and went with the Sludge Bomb and then let my Rose Raid die, but I thought that my Blastoise Choice Banded Adamant would be able to take out his Victini, but no, it seems like that he's more physical or HP invested than usual, but I'm just going to take a Fusion Bolt to the face. But here is where I really messed up, because if I would have did what I just said, went into my Rose Raid, got off a Sludge Bomb, and then went into my Blastoise and went with the Aqua Jet, then I probably would have been able to win this game. But it seems like that I don't, mainly because I just go into my Rose Raid, go with a Sludge Bomb, and then he brings in his Bronzong, and I can't do anything to that, so that becomes the biggest threat of them all, and I never seen it coming in the end. So basically, like M. Night Shyamalan film. If you don't know who M. Night Shyamalan is, that's good for you. But basically, I can't do anything to it. It's basically just gonna kill me off with a Gyro Ball, and that was pretty much a good game. I still feel like that I could have won if I'd done a lot of different things, but hey, live and learn. So what can you really say about the situation other than I lost? But I hope we can really do it again, because that was pretty fun. But this is Shadow, and finish the sentence. I'm not going to. But bye.